Welcome back to Long Hard Break Me Papa. I'm Alex, also known as Solinus Dracone. Let's get the second and last of the Javelins out of the way, shall we? We're back to free play because, The Javelin tanker, very similar indeed, but there are some key differences in play. So let's find out. First off, it's got this big old ring, and sometimes it'll have the big old ring on the back there as well. It's probably a good idea to get this big old ring out of the way first, so let's do that. Okay, so again, the only thing that can cut through a cut point grade 3 is a mine, or rather a demo charge. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, so that's what we need to get rid of for now. So, okay, so the ion rings, these are bargeables. So let's get them out of the way real quick. As well as those cut points on top and bottom, you also got to do these little regular cut points. Now, if you are so inclined, you may break up the monotony, so to speak, by cutting out these bottom panels. But at least for the bottom ring, it's easy enough just to do that. I will, however, break out the cut points on this top one here, because the top one can be a little bit tricky to get down. There's levering involved. So if you got the means to get rid of it, do it. Okay, so that frees that, and that allows me to get this part out. Excellent. So now, that will allow me to cut this out. Oop, be careful. See those fuel tanks beyond, you don't want to hit those. Okay, so since I've gotten those out of the way, I can just pull those halves down. And that makes extracting that much easier. So, let's start by making this part safe. Do how we do, don't you know?
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay. And this is not a ghost ship, so there shouldn't be any massive buggery going on. And do our usual, search for that thing. Now, there's really not much point to opening all the doors right now, because they're all just going to close again. This atmosphere regulator is busted. And I have the feeling that just beyond this is just going to be the straight up outside, so let me verify that real quick.
Airlock depressurizing.
Yep, just the straight up outside.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay, so since there are no working atmosphere regulators in this room, and I'm pretty sure I won't find any out there, there's gotta be one working one at least in here.
Airlock depressurizing.
There's gotta be. Okay, this part is unpressurized. Okay. Alright. Let's do something stupid. Not as stupid as feared. So that's opened up quite a few doors. Alright, safest way to deal with that.
Airlock depressurizing.
So let's just un-airlockify everything. Good. Excellent. Alright, so that takes us outside. Let's go to the other end. And oh boy, this is quite a good combination. The tankers almost always have all of these things, these big fuel tanks along the sides, but I don't always see the big fuel tank in the middle. Oh, that's fun to get rid of. Oh boy. Now, there's some... Yes, there is some amazing bullcrap going on here. How am I expected to get in there exactly? If you would please tell me. How? I can't. It's just not gonna happen. I definitely have to get rid of all this lower portion. But I cannot. Maybe there's another way in up top here. Aha, there is. Okay. Whew. Thank goodness the buggery didn't bugger us. That's cheap. A door you can't get into or out of. That's low. Lower than a snake's belly.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay. On the inside, here it's going to be a bit simpler.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Air sucked out. Places open up. Look at this nonsense. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, so safe to work in. And this is an upright reactor, so that's good. Means that it's going to be an easy extraction. It gets a little bit more complicated on the geckos, believe me. Okay, so since everything here has been made safe, I'm just going to start extracting some stuff from the externals. And as per my usual, I'll start by getting rid of the cockpit. So zip down in here. Remember, in the Javelins, the cockpit's open from the inside. So one of these. Hold the canopy with it while slowly going forward. Swing it round. And let's just tether her on in there. Oi, come on. What is this? What is this charlatanery? Alright, good. Let's pull out all the good stuff here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
This part should be pretty darn normal. At its heart, this is a game about sorting things into proper bins. Yeah, let's kill all our tethers.
Applying credit.
You can go. You're useless. Door console.
Salvage
Light.
secured. Applying credit.
Atmosphere regulator. And you know the drill. Alright. Now, it would be foolish to try firing from this angle, because I could hit one of those fuel tanks over there. That's what I was talking about in the last Javelin episode. So, let's remove that element of danger. And now we're fine. So away you go. Wait. Kill. Anything down here? Nah. Nothing in the goodie tray. What is with my tethers today? What is with my tethers today? I mean, they're just doing all that nonsense. Alright. Let's see. Usually the tankers don't have a cockpit on the back. Today is no exception. Okay, so let's start removing these massive fuel tanks.
Valuable object.
It's a fairly simple procedure. Just knock out these cut points. And on the ones that are facing down, you can just whomp them in. Boom, there they go. Alright. No more on the bottom. Do the sides. Alright, now for these, since they're still held on sort of by clamps, a gentle push, just a single tap of the button with the gravity gun is going to get them loose enough so that we can just send them down in there. And let's try the daisy chaining one more time. I'm sure it'll get the job done. Oh yeah, getting the job done. All right, this is evil. Evil, but not unworkable.
Salvage accepted.
This is a rare thing. I haven't seen it often, but yes, this gigantic freaking set of fuel tanks in the middle. And gosh darn it, this just doesn't work, the daisy chaining. So just kill the daisy.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Kill it and be done. Next up, we'll do this side. One wrong point of the laser beam and we are boned. It's just as valid to do it this way. Just a Van der Waals push.
Secured.
I say Van der Waals because that's what it's called in this game, the Van der Waals field, which is, you know, the pushing and the whatnot. Now, it doesn't actually look like there is going to be an occurrence of that non-depressurizable section, which I think is a feature of the tankers, which means that I'm not going to have to worry about a massive mess unless I mess up. Okay, let's handle both at once. You can fire in the middle. And I don't know if this is going to work, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, that did the job.
Salvage secured.
And finally,
Credits
this
deployed.
one on the top. Alright. Now, you know what? I'm going to pose the question right here. Does anybody want to see me actually do story mode from start to finish? Does anybody want to see me do story mode from start to finish? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. The comments down there. Down there. Put them in the comments. Say that you want to see it. Give me feedback. Grant me validation. Okay, so the mass is enough on the ship that I don't need to worry. And just as before, I'm not even going to try to set a demo charge out here before I've extracted the thruster. It's just dang foolhardiness. The benefits of doing story mode means that we'll get to, you know, see the progression. I'll get to show you how my progression works, what tools I choose first and whatnot. Also, it, whoa! Yeah, be careful of that stuff. Be careful of that stuff.
Secured.
And it's gonna maybe let us see the story a bit. Now, I'm sort of inclined to skip the storyline cutscenes, because honestly, they just lock you in and they're boring, but you know what? If you want to see me do the full-on story mode, then by all means, say so, and we'll just do it up. Also, if you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed,
Salvage
please
deposit
subscribe.
registered.
You're not really doing me much good if you're not subscribed. I don't get money if you're not subscribed. And if you don't want me to get money, but you're still watching the videos, then what are you? What kind of person are you? You don't have to give me money. Just hit the little subscribe button. Just hit subscribe. It takes no time out of your day. You like watching me. You have to like watching me, otherwise you wouldn't be watching me. So, you know, just subscribe. Subscribe! Subscribe. That's all. Oh. Alright. Chilling aside. Chilling done. Lever her up. A triple seems to do the job. So, and I am not sponsored, by the way. I have been using the Raycons largely to record most of this series, and you know what? I liked the regular everyday earbuds enough that I decided I was going to upgrade to the gaming ones. So far, not quite as comfortable. The everyday earbuds really are they just sit so nicely in your ear. I use the smallest rubbers, but you know the gaming ones, they're growing on me. They got a pretty good hyper sync sort of setup where you can get much more real-time sound. It was only a $10 difference. I've got enough time to return the old earbuds for a full refund, and you know, as hard to decide if Amazon is a net good or a net negative, but gosh, are they convenient. I cannot take away from them that they are convenient. So let's extract the reactor. Remember the process, pull off the panel, and extract the 3 coolant canisters. You don't have to grab them, but you do have to detach them. So now we've got the controlled stuff. We're going to pull this out, and I'm going to actually take it slowly down. I'm going to move it away from the ship so that it doesn't, you know, damage any parts. But I want to just kind of let you guys see just a little bit how this thing starts to really become a problem if it goes on too long. And this is true of the Class 1 reactors as well. Yeah, it's starting to spark a lot more. Let's see how far we can take it, actually. I'm interested to see how far can we take this monstrosity. How does it behave as it gets closer and closer to meltdown? Dramatic, isn't it? And this is the high dollar item, too. I actually want to see it get down to the bottom. But this is why you do the safety stuff first. You have a lot more grace time to work with. Artificial padding of the video, folks. But no, this is interesting. I want to see what happens if you get this thing down to bottom bar. I'm not going to let it go all the way down. I'm not going to completely blow my profits on this one. It doesn't look like it's doing anything more exciting. Alright, screw it.
Reactor condition critical.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Aside from the music getting a little bit more dramatic, not much happens. Okay, same deal as before. Extract the containment. Figure out inertia. Send her in. Let's just maybe pull her a little bit more clear, shall we? Oh my god. Alright, tired of this. Swing her around. Yeah, baby. You know where you want to go. Okay. Back to front, you know the drill. Except this back to front is going to be a wee bit more interesting and complicated than some of the ones we've done before. Because we have got some hazard going on here. They've set me up a pretty puzzle, they have. So the new job's going fine. I'm glad. I do want to thank everybody who sent me their well wishes. That does warm my heart quite a bit, just to hear that everybody out there is, you know, despite just the lack of content from me and the general moodiness that has led to the decline of this channel, so to speak, y'all are still there for me, and I appreciate that. But the job is going good. It's really low intensity. I'm finding the work enjoyable. Short calls, nothing too difficult. And starting, well, I guess for future people, this is in the past, but starting in, let's say, a week from when I'm recording this, which is Friday the 1st, I get to move to the second shift, which is 11 a.m. to 7:30. And that's great. I actually am happy about that, because it means I avoid traffic completely. It is great.
Processing valuable deposits. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit secured. Credits
Now,
awarded.
you know, fingers crossed, I can even get a later shift, the 12 to 9. And if that happens... yeah, this is fine. If that happens, then I get to work from home. And then, oh boy, I will be in my master position. I will be making decent money. I won't be spending any money on the commute. I might get a little lonely, but it'll be better for me, I think. But 11 to 7 does leave open a lot more capability for a social life, which is important too. Social life. The likes of us. Okay.
Account credit applied.
Yeah, it probably does me no good to do this until I've freed this. So let's get that coolant pipe off.
Processor deposit accepted.
Because that'll just be stuck to the wall if I pull that out. And that'll be more awkward to get out of there. Let's just do how we do.
Material deposited.
Okay, backplate comes loose. Boom. Nothing attached to you. Tethered. Fire the goodies on down.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Go away. Back to front. Butt to mouth.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Do it like a Madagascar Wolverine. What the heck am I talking about? Tasmanian Devil. Oh my god. And I fancy myself a hobby biologist. Okay. Well, this is a little bit easier to work with, I guess. All this is going into the furnace, so alright. Simple enough. Although there is one thing to bear in mind here. These little poles are nanocarbon. This right here is aluminum. If you drag this whole thing into the fire, you don't get anything for the nanocarbon. So, you know, if it's in your interest, I usually don't bother, but if it is within your interest to scrape out every last bit of profit, then you may want to figure out a way to separate those little pole tube cylinder things from the rest of it. Alright, so this is still held on by all this. And let's see if we can extract the nanocarbon from this situation. We're going to lose a little bit of aluminum, there's no avoiding it, but Fortunately, aluminum is cheaper than nanocarbon. And this might be one of the acceptable circumstances for using the cutter in this fashion. So, alright. God knows what kind of effects that's going to have. It had no effect whatsoever. Okay, how are you still held on? How are you still attached? No, seriously, how are you still attached? Oh boy, this is... I don't care anymore. Guess what? The nanocarbon, it can just go. You see? You see what it does to me? I don't care about the nanocarbon anymore. I don't care about maximizing my profits. I just care about getting that piece out.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Oh, okay, it's just debris.
Accepted for processing.
All right, so let's just take a look here. Okay, so yeah, we lost a door. 131,000. And we're only losing about maybe 12,000 for the nanocarbon. So you know what? Maybe not worth fighting over in the end. Still, if you've got the patience to deal with that sort of nonsense, by all means.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
For the Emperor, we disassemble this ship. I guess it's a little bit like what, you know, the Mechanicum hopes to accomplish with the Space Hulk. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, I feel like I can do it. So, cut this, and this, never once letting the laser point in the direction of the volatile, very combustible, very explosive fuel tank. Tiny, tiny little 1600 credit. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, this detaches that whole plate, but just be aware that here's the door console. Whee! And whee! Okay, so how we gonna get this out? Okay. Right. I'm seeing a plan forming. Alright, so it's got these cut points here, but the cut points hardly matter because this part right here, let me switch back to the thing because that's actually okay. So the width, okay, the diameter of the fuel tanks, even if I cut out the cut points, is going to prevent extraction directly back. But does the fuel tank expand beyond this? I feel like it will not be held in by the cut point. So, continuing along with our juju here, I'm going to cut out these. Alright. And yes, I feel like I will have good clearance. So, do the same thing on the back. Actually, we'll probably have to... Yeah, you know what? It's still better to do it this way. Just gotta, you know, take out the whole frames here. Because even if I take out the cut points, these frames are gonna be what actually keeps this from coming out clean. What the hell did I do? Oh! Okay, so you saw that I was not pointing in any way, shape, or form at the fuel tanks, and yet... Well, this is a more traditional screw-up than the, than everything going into the barge.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
But hey, could be worse, I suppose.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
I mean, it's a bit tedious on the cleanup, but it didn't really have that much effect. I mean, yeah, sure, we lost a small chunk of the profits, but golly. Okay, I might just cut this part out. I'll get back to you when it's cleaned up.
Applying credit
It's
to
really
account.
just poking around and pointing at stuff. Just the only thing to note is you might want to check occasionally on your scanner with the structural to see what you've missed. So I'll just rejoin you when I've gotten this mess cleaned up. There is one benefit to this sort of thing, is that it makes cleanup, if not less tedious, at least simple enough. You don't have to worry about doing too much grab gunning.
Credits transferred.
Now, just so you can see, the benefit of having the scanner is, let's say you got something that's, you know, kind of far away in the distance, like that particular little scrap there, alright? You can point at it with the scanner, and when you come out of scanner mode, you're pointing right at it with the grab gun. So you can just yoink it, and there you go. Anything fall in there? I don't see anything down in the barge. Alright, back to cleanup. Okay, I did the sweep, and from what I can see, we destroyed 3%. It's not great, but better than it could have been. Alright, so now is the time for demo charges. I'm going to go ahead and deploy them all at once. And if you learn anything from this, let it be this. Never underestimate how easy it is to blow something up if you're shining a laser too close to it. Okay. I should have been doing some of this from the beginning, but honestly it wouldn't have made extracting that set of fuel tanks any easier. Okay, good. Now, this piece here, this section kind of separates into smaller rings, so they're a lot easier just to extract simply by pulling on it. You can just unthread the needle, as it were. Up! And if this were a game of, God, what was that game called? That's that little surgery game. God, it's gonna bug me until I remember it. That little game where you had, it was the plastic board and you had like the cardboard picture of the dude, but there were little metal bits,
Transferring credit.
and you know, you had to extract the bones and whatnot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you accidentally touch the metal rims around the holes for the body parts, you lose. I'm sure I'll remember it. Okay, so this is mercifully simple.
Valuable objects processed. Credit
I mean, when you think about it, that game was about avoiding malpractice lawsuits, really. Your penalty for getting a buzz was basically you got sued. But yeah, that was nice to inject into our childhoods. Medical malpractice lawsuits. Someone's gonna remember the name of that board game, or you know, that game, and put it in the comments. And you know, I might check Google after this, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it as something for you guys to remember and remind me of. It's not Guess Who. Guess Who was a great game. Alright, now this part is a double ring, so that's going to be best pulled out this way. Just clear enough. Alright. And as you can see, the ship is a bit more simple because you really can just go back to front. There's no more of those weird pressurized areas that confounded us with the heavy cargo. But this is the last of the Javelins, and actually it's, if we, even considering the cut out time, our overall time on this stage thus far is actually going pretty good. I don't feel like it's going to take the same amount of time it took for us to do the heavy cargo. Okay. Yeah. Let's send you over there.
Credit applied.
Yes, I'm going to lose the nanocarbon. It doesn't bother me. I told you, it's impossible to get 100% on anything.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Just thinking back, there were quite a few board games that actually required you to have batteries installed. I remember I actually owned the game Mousetrap, which that was a great little thing. I didn't even play the game. I just would continually deconstruct and reconstruct the trap. It was just a Rube Goldberg machine. Let me just make sure of everything I got going on here. Alright, I have no need of electricity, so I'm just going to go ahead and start extracting the fuses. There are more on this side. Was the game just called Doctor? Must resist urge to Google. Okay, that's the front, and we really don't need to mess with that just yet. I know it's tempting to take out these, God, whatever they're called, but you don't need to. You don't need to bother with that. Let's take these out. Any on the side? Yes, there is. And that one is still attached. But I feel like we can detach it from the outside. Yes. Just grab these little points here, these little red arrow points. And they are still attached. Okay. Now, what if I was to destroy these? Would this come off? Will this come off? What if I was to detach this? Aha! Oh ho! Hee. Yes. Over console. Sail into the furnace. You still won't come loose, but I don't really care. Tables go into the furnace. Pulling tethers. Are you sure you won't come loose?
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Sometimes it flummoxes me. Okay. That might have been more of that bullcrap.
Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credits applied. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
And if you just don't have the patience to deal with it, burn the heretics. Got real close to overheating there. But at least these things come out well, and that was only 34,000. That was nothing. And hey, we get the nanocarbon.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
No, you don't.
Raw material deposit.
No escape.
Transferring credits.
It's worthless, but if I can still get it, I still want it.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Let me turn up the volume in my headset. Tap. Tap. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, you even get to see what I got going on in my YouTube window. Ain't that nice? Yeah, I watch SciShow. Yeah.
Material deposited.
Alright. And I guess some people are getting an early start on the fireworks festivities. 4th of July, as you can probably tell, is no small thing in the city of Houston. Detached. Okay, anything else holding any of this on? I feel like this piece right here is going to be a problem. And this one. Because basically, I just want to pull this entire interior part out and send the whole rest of the hull out and into the processor. So let us attach tether, and just to keep things going evenly. Yep. Oh, easy peasy. Kill the tethers, grab the thing, and try to slow it down ever so gently. Let's grab whatever is bargeable. Yeah, that'll float right there. That's fine. That's not going anywhere.
Credits awarded.
Yeah. I mean, aside from the lights, which I couldn't give a rat's butt about, this is gonna be a pretty clean extraction. Let's get that in there. This one's got a door console. Go ahead and get that power generator off. You can go into processor. Hubris.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Yeah. Alright, let's go over here and finish off the interior section. Okay. That's fine. Let us detach this bit. This is where the power generator was sitting.
Pay attention. Object processed. Transferring credit.
Okay, everybody's pretty much moved off. That will 100% definitely drift in. Alright, so anything attached here? Anything attached to this panel? No. Let's get you out of the way. Let's get you into the fire.
Object. Applying credit to account. Salvage registered.
Ladders.
Transferring credit.
I am definitely going to Google that game once we get off here, but I still want to see if anybody can remember it in the comments.
Salvage deposit
No
registered.
Googling. I'll
Account
know.
credited.
Try to remember a game from the 1980s and 90s.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Reveal your age to me.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit.
Okay, great. Now then. Oh yeah. These little fuse caps. Alright, so I didn't bother getting this apart, or this apart, or this apart, because all of this is processor. All of this goes into the processor. So, three should get that moving nicely, and it's just going to pull that whole assembly. These uppingy downy bits will be holding on to this cagey bit. And yep, just yoink it into the furnace. I don't need to make any new tethers. This is going to sort itself out. God, you are going slow. Alright. Get some extra pull going on. Yeah. Even this out. Distribution of mass. Alright, let's watch the fire. Oh, I know I can push you in there. No way. Okay.
Material
I didn't think it was immune. That's an expensive door. An expensive light. I don't think I can push this. Yeah, no. When something's heavy enough, when something has enough mass, no amount of van der Waals push is gonna do it. But by golly, if you need steady pull, the tethers have got your back. Get in there. Tether the living crap out of it. Oh yeah, that thing's going in. The Northern Chong Carrier now fades into obscurity. And I'm pretty sure that the processor's gravity field has it.
valuable objects processed.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that thing... Oh my god, it's clogged. It'll get in there. Yeah, see, it goes in. Wow. Yeah, I've felt like that on the toilet before. Okay. We're still missing a teeny tiny bit. And look! There is a bit of metal that I've missed. Still 0.3%. Aha! No matter what you do, there's still always a tiny bit left. You know, I'm feeling like you didn't exactly pay attention to gravity there, sir.
Material deposited.
0.3% still. What's missing? Alright, let's do a quick barge level scan. No objects. That's a spaceship. The purple doesn't matter. Structural. This could be disorienting. I mean, this is true 3D right here. There is no up, there is no down. I'm not seeing a thing. There is absolutely nothing that I am seeing. No bits of anything left. Alright, well, let's see what the final tally is. I am disappointed. To be frank, I am disappointed that we missed out on that fuel tank. But what are we going to do? So, final tally. 95.9% salvaged. 3.7% destroyed. How much was that fuel tank worth? It doesn't say what it was worth, but... And, of course, 0.3% remaining, which God only knows where that went. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Once again, I'm Alex, also known as Balanistra Cone, and this has been Hardspace Shipbreaker. Peace.